There are so many fragrances out there that it's very easy to get lost and to discover what is good, what is not. And so this video is a guide to help you to try these 10 fragrances. These 10 fragrances that I will just about to talk about are definitely must tries. Hi everyone, I'm Julien from Scented Moments channel, where I help you to discover the amazing world of perfumery. So in this video, like I said in the intro, I will talk about 10 fragrances that are must tries. And just I have a couple of exclusive designer fragrances, but the majority of them are niche. But these are definitely fragrances that are amazing, some of the best in their genre. And so the way that I will divide this video and that I will talk about this video is basically I will talk about 5 fragrances that are very popular, or at least more popular than the second 5 fragrances that I will talk about. And these again are some of the best in their genre. So let's start off with the first fragrance, and this one is very popular, from the house of Tom Ford. I mean, it's already a classic, or more than classic, and I would consider it to be one of the best, if not the best in its genre, but definitely a reference in this category, and it is Tobacco Vanille. Tobacco Vanille is a reference of sweet tobacco fragrances, hands down. This is part of the original private blend from Tom Ford, released in 2007, so quite a long time ago. And since then you have so many sweet tobacco fragrances that are either a clone of Tobacco Vanille or just heavily inspired by Tobacco Vanille. So this really set a genre in itself, but this for me is still my favorite in this category, or at least one of my favorites. This is definitely one fragrance that changed my life, in the way, my fragrance life, in the way that it was thanks to Tobacco Vanille that I then started to dive into niche fragrances. Although Tobacco Vanille is not a niche fragrance, but it's from a designer brand, but the store that it was carrying Tobacco Vanille also had some niche brands. And then it's when I started to discover niche brands. But it's really amazing, fantastic, sexy, sweet tobacco fragrance with dried fruits. Amazing. It's a reference for a reason. And again, doesn't mean that you will enjoy it, but just try it. Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. And the next fragrance that is definitely a must try, it's from the house of Marc-Antoine Barrois, and it is Ganymede. Ganymede is a must try. For me, this is to be the next Baccarat Rouge, and this is better than Baccarat Rouge in my opinion, but very, very different. So this is very unique, very groundbreaking for me, created by Canton Biche, and now he's very active, and he has this scent in it. He tends really to mimic this DNA in his creations. So this fragrance is all about osmanthus, so it has this fruity, peachy, floral note according the opening, that then develops into a very mineral, very ozonic, a bit leathery perfume with saffron violet, creating this leathery and ozonic sensation. It's amazing. I really love Ganymede. This is sparkly, it's watery, but it's so appealing, so unique. Love it. It has also like a steaminess in here, and I would say that even one of the newer releases from Hermes, H24, the Eau de Toilette, I would say that it has some inspiration in Ganymede, because it has this steamy metallic feel that Ganymede has. Absolutely love it. This is signature scent worthy, great performance. You also have the extrait, but quite honestly, this is already powerful enough. Great creation right here. Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrois is getting very popular, and I think it's the best seller of the brand for a reason. Check this one out. Ganymede again by Marc-Antoine Barrois. The next fragrance from House of Amouage, of course, and it is Jubilation XXV. This is my favorite fragrance from Amouage. This is a masterpiece. This one, and interlude, man, to be honest. Try them both. And those two are masterpieces from Amouage, are the reason why I love Amouage, and Amouage is one of my favorite perfume brands overall. But I slightly prefer Jubilation 25. Jubilation 25 smells rich, it's regal, it's intense, it's powerful. I mean, if gold would have a perfume smell, it will be Jubilation 25, hands down. Jubilation 25, it's so unique, groundbreaking, created by Bertrand Duchaufour, and I think this is his masterpiece, his Mona Lisa. This one has a lot of blackcurrant. It's very juicy, very fruity, right in the opening, and you have this honey and frankincense, and you have lots of resins. It's so damn good. I love this one. Intense, complex in a way that this has tons of notes in here. Doesn't mean that it will change that much. I think it doesn't change. It's not a perfume that has different facets, but it's complex in a way that you smell a lot of things in here, a lot of things going on in here. Absolutely love this one. Resinous, fruity, honeyed, with a bit of oud, very incensey. Oh man, just to die for. A lot of people complain that the current version of Jubilation 25, it's a shadow of its former self. I don't know about that. I did not try yet the new Jubilation 25 version. This is the second version of Jubilation 25, because the new one has Jubilation 25 written here in front of the bottle, and mine has Jubilation 25 written here right below the cap. So I don't know if there is that much of a difference. I never had any issues with performance with Jubilation 25. So yes, this is definitely a fragrance that you just need to try at least once in your lifetime. The next fragrance is from House of Andy Tower, and it's one of the best ambers ever made. This one is Au Coeur du Désert. And of course, you can and you should also try L'Air du Désert Marocain, which actually it's the first amber and the masterpiece, one of the masterpieces of, if not the masterpiece of Andy Tower. Now, Au Coeur du Désert is basically an intensified version of, or is meant to be like an intensified version of L'Air du Désert Marocain, but I would say that this is like a sequel to, not exactly a flanker, but a sequel to L'Air du Désert Marocain. Now, L'Air du Désert Marocain is very dry, spicy, and ambery, definitely resinous, but very dry and spicy. This one is very thick and darker and a bit more sweet and definitely more resinous. It's not as, doesn't open as much as L'Air du Désert Marocain. L'Air du Désert Marocain, it's more spicy, has some aromatic facets. Here, no, it's a very thick and chunky type of perfume, like chunky, ambery, resinous type of scent. I absolutely love this one. I love the name. I think it really fits this scent profile in the heart of the desert, definitely. And it's one of the best ambers ever made. Simple as that. This one, and again, L'Air du Désert Marocain. Please try this one. You need to check this one out. And also L'Air du Désert Marocain, both by Andy Tower. And last but by no means least, in the more popular type of perfumes, this one is from the House of Chanel. And from Chanel, I mean, it's hard. You just need to check the entire range of Chanel, honestly speaking. But I wanted to just talk about one fragrance specifically, and I think this is really a staple, one of the staple fragrances from Chanel, from the Les Exclusifs line, and this one is Coromandel. Coromandel, man, from the Les Exclusifs. One of the best patchouli fragrances ever made. It's creamy, it's chocolate, it has this white chocolate accord, very creamy, a bit vanillic, with this earthy patchouli with aldehydes. Oh man, it's just so delicious, so addicting. This for me is perfect for like intimate, romantic settings. Oh, to die for. Oh man, it's really, really delicious. Absolutely love this one. Very elegant, at the same time addicting, very sensual. Absolutely love this one. And this is not your typical earthy, full-on chocolate cakey patchouli, which can be a bit challenging. But no, this one is a more pretty patchouli. Yes, it's earthy. Yes, it has character, but you have this more like this creamy white chocolate with aldehydes, really to balance the earthy patchouli note in here. Absolutely love this one. One of the best from the less exclusives from Chanel. Coromandel. Check this one out. Now the next 5 fragrances are the ones that are not so popular as the previous 5, and this one, the first one, from House of Frederic Malle, a very popular brand, also one of my favorite perfume brands, but this one is definitely not their most popular fragrance, I would say. At least it's what I feel. I think this is definitely not their most popular, but for me it's a masterpiece. So that's why I will suggest to you to try this one. This one is Music for a While. And see how much I already wore this. Music for a While, it's a masterpiece. One of the most unique fragrances that I ever smelled. This has the juiciest, most realistic sweet pineapple chords that I ever smelled. So realistic. Seems that you are eating a slice of pineapple with your bare hands, and when you eat it, it's super juicy, and the juice is just running through your hand. Man, it's how it's made. The pineapple chord in here, it's that realistic. And then you have this amazing lavender with patchouli, a very unique creation. This is like a fruity fougere type of scent, very playful. But at the same time, it has like a serious touch because of the lavender, because of the patchouli. And the lavender here is perfect. It's a perfect lavender in here. I love the lavender in here. Oh yes, amazing, amazing, amazing. I love to wear this one during the summertime, actually, spring and summer, because the pineapple gives this playful and tropical feel at the same time. So I love to wear this during the summertime. Great performance. It's sweet. It's fruity, and it's to die for. And it's also fougere. Amazing. Check this one out. Music for a While by Frederic Malle. If you are searching for a gourmand fragrance, you need to check this one. It's very underrated. I think this brand, it's still very underrated, although I've been talking about this brand for quite some time now. It's Papillon Artisan Perfumes from UK, and this one is Bengale Rouge. All of these fragrances and the brand is owned by Liz Moores, and she's also the nose behind all of her fragrances. So I would say that this is more of an indie brand, but her work is amazing. She did a fantastic job in all of her creations. Some I prefer than others, of course, but this one, Bengale Rouge, is a fantastic gourmand, very smooth, silky gourmand, not your overly sweet, overly synthetic type of gourmand. This one has honey, and honey is the most prominent note in here, and it's so damn good. Very smooth, refined honey with florals. It has like a bit of a rose quality in here. Vanilla, definitely. Amazing. And it has, this cinnamon. This, for me, the image that transmits is like a cinnamon bun drenched in honey. It's exactly how this smells for me. Amazing, very delicious, very addicting, natural smelling, I dare to say. Oh, I just want to bite this. So good, very sensual also. If you want like a true proper gourmand fragrance, Bengale Rouge is the one for you. Try this one out, but quite honestly, check the entire Papillon Artisan Perfumes offerings. Check out their sample sets. I think it's really worth the journey. The next fragrance, this is for me one of my favorite incense fragrances. So if you're searching for an incense perfume, I think this is one of the best. And I would say that this is underrated. At least it's not very talked about, from the house of Heeley, and it is Eau Sacree. And I already talked about this and also for quite some time. Eau Sacree extrait de parfum. This is 100 ml. It's amazing. It's one of the most realistic frankincense notes that I ever smelled in a perfume. This is really burning frankincense. A bit churchy, definitely. Oh, but it's so damn good. It's really for me, this is just frankincense, burning frankincense. Amazing, long lasting, in my opinion, at least in my experience. Great projection, and it really sets you in a mood, in a specific mood. Check this one out. If you want really a proper frankincense perfume, this one, Eau Sacree by Heeley, or another alternative is Olibanum by Profumum Roma. Next fragrance, this is from the house of Rania J. Love this brand, and also another brand that I've been talking about non-stop. Rania J has amazing offerings, and this one is one of my favorite in this category. It is Oud Assam. It's one of my favorite ouds, and this is one of my references for oud. This is an animalic, funky oud, but natural smelling oud. So in the opening, this is a bit citrusy actually. It has a bit of a bitter orange in here, but quickly you detect the oud, this really funky Indian oud, also very peppery, very spicy. Oh man, this is to die for. Yes, amazing. It has also a bit of a leathery feel in here, but definitely it's the oud. The oud is the star of this perfume. Like again, a natural smelling oud. Funky animalic, yes, but it's hard to get better than this. Amazing fragrance. Oud Assam, and again, I'm mentioning Oud Assam if you want to dive into oud, although this can be challenging because of the funky oud qualities in here. But if you really want to have an experience of how proper oud smells like, check this one out. Oud Assam by Rania J, very well balanced though, with the citruses on top. Then you have the pepper qualities, a bit of incense as well. But again, the star is this funky, slightly animalic, a bit leathery oud. Man, amazing scent. Oud Assam by Rania J. It's, for me, a reference in terms of oud perfumes. And last but by no means least, from the house of Hermes. And no, this is not from the Hermes Essence. This is from their signature, I would say their signature collection or their heritage collection. This is a classic. It was created by Edmund Rudnitska and it was released back in 1951. Yes, so this is ancient, but it's a masterpiece. There is a reason why this fragrance is still available, and I think we should be really happy to still have the opportunity to try these type of perfumes in our days. And this one is none other than Oud Hermes. Oud Hermes. And yes, this is the recent formulation, although I already have this one for a couple of years now, or a year, maybe a year. So this is recent, definitely this is recent. But Oud Hermes, this is the reason why we have Declaration in all its flankers, and also the reason why we have another fragrance from Hermes, from the Hermes Essence this time, which is, it's an aquatic, spicy aquatic that I'm now forgetting the name. I'll put the bottle right here or there, but yes, but mainly it's the reason why we currently have Declaration by Cartier. Hermes is to die for. This is citrusy, orangey, with spices, lots of spices. Cardamom, which for me is the most sensual spicy note that we can smell. So we have cardamom and a nice dose of cloves. Now the cloves here can be a bit challenging because they can be a bit sweaty and a bit animalic, and definitely you can smell this sweaty animalic qualities because of the cloves. You have lavender in here with some vanilla. It's amazing. You also have a bit of leather, of course, tonka beans, I think you also have a bit of geranium. So you have, in the end, this is like an aromatic, spicy, citrusy, animalic type of perfume. Love this. This is signature scent worthy, and this doesn't smell dated at all. Oud Hermes is a fantastic scent. Check this one out. Can be a bit challenging because of the cloves. Nice performance, nice longevity on me. It lasts the entire day actually, and it's a brilliant perfume. Again, Oud Hermes by Hermes. Finishing this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below what fragrances would you suggest for me to try. I would love to read your suggestions, and see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Ciao.